Hello and welcome to the story of an amateur painter on the way to miniature perfection. Today we'll paint Mark IV Commando set from ForgeWorld. This series is about improving, so I'll start with something I've never done before, drilling the neck and planting the stick to make the head easy to handle. This episode is a summary of the progress throughout the week, and it's about the color blocks, first glaze and shadows. My ultramarine army is coated with MKIV blue and has Calgar blue highlights, so I did the glazing with the same colors to keep it classic. Other painters go from the darker contour blue into Teclis blue. It's a nice variation which gives a metallic and funky look. After the primer, I glazed the light pattern with Calcar blue and blended back to MKIV. Now it's time to put down the main colors: Abaddon black for the joints and tubes, Rhinoxide for the leather, Mephiston red for the cape, Pallid witch flesh for the helm, I rarely use pure white, and finally the metallic colors. The leather had an interesting shape, so I took a picture with the flashlight on and used it to draw the lines where the glaze should go. After the metals are done, there are errors on the backpack and on the belts. Now it's the best time to fix them. It's important to do this before going all in with shadows and glazes. The power sword is the basic exercise for glazing. Use a very thin color, start from the tip of the sword and go down almost to the hilt. Do the opposite on the other side of the blade and repeat this process about 10 times. I want some light effect also on the cape over the shoulder pads, for which I use Evil Sun Scarlet and some Troll's Lair Orange. The colors and initial glazes are done. Now we move into the shadows. With shadows we want to enhance the depth of the miniature. At first, we go through all the recesses of the armor with a thin line of pure ink. The cape doesn't have any hard corners, so here we use a 1:1 ink to water mix and proceed with incremental glazing. This helm is placed below the arm, so I want a hard shadow with a small section of light. Here is the wrap-up of this week. The progress is at a good point and I will focus on highlights in the coming days. This commando set has a large banner which needs freehand and I'm quite excited to work on it. I'm observing some Roman or Gothic rose windows to take inspiration. As usual, did you see something I can improve? Please do let me know. Stay frosty.